good afternoon, Sohan. Okay, now first tell me something. Are you comfortable with English or Hindi?
Yes, comfortable with English.
Okay, good, good, good. So you can tell me like just be relaxed, right? And means what is your problem? We can I can listen to you, but like little bit if you can brief me about yourself, like how many years of experience you are a fresher, right? Or where you are lacking, and what is the exact issue? Okay, so I can give you the solution.
Yes, sir. Sir, if I talk about myself, my name is Sohanlal Sanjeev Pawar Padi. In 2022, I completed my graduation, and after that, I grabbed a job in IT infra support engineer.
Mm-hmm,
Uh, yes, in that particular role, I also support and provide support to the network engineers,
mm-hmm,
and even perform the desktop support role.
mm-hmm,
And after the completion of 1 year, I leave that job because due to some issue there,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
that place didn't suit me actually. Then I have changed. I have come to Gurgaon, and currently I am working here
mm-hmm,
for an organization. It is a good organization.
mm-hmm,
Uh, Currently, I am working as a desktop or junior system administrator role.
mm-hmm.
And currently, I am providing support to three project users, including Microsoft users like GSK, COD, providing
Mm-hmm.
support to them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So good. Okay, and because you passed out on you did BTech or BCA, MCA.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Normal graduation. That's the huge
Okay,
mistake I have done.
okay, okay. So with in which stream you have done that graduation?
Sir, zoology.
Zoology. Okay, no worries. There are I have met with okay, and I think in my previous video with Sarita, right? Even
Yes,
you
yes.
correct. You can see that
I was.
she's
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. Only matters is your knowledge and your skill set and your experience. Okay. Okay, so I have your basic detail. Now coming to the directly point. So what is your issue, Sohan?
Yeah, yes, sir. Sir, I recently, before 1 month and 1.5 months, when I switched the job, actually I want to move to a different domain like Linux administrator or
Mm-hmm,
cloud admin or
mm-hmm,
cloud support role.
mm-hmm.
Yes, in that domain I have a dream like uh, so I need a guidance from a
From
expert who is basically in yes who is also working in that particular domain
domain. Okay, got it.
because in my yes in because in my friend circle there are no such people like working in currently cloud or Linux.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I need the proper guidance.
Okay, so first of all, see, I can see that you have almost around hardly 2 years of experience, correct? If I'm
No
not
sir, not sir two. It's 1.1 months only.
okay,
Yes,
1.1. Okay.
yes
Hmm.
in my current in new organization just 1 month completed.
Okay, okay. So previously you had 1 year and now you are almost 1 month. Okay.
Yes, yes
And
sir.
it's mainly your desktop support engineer, right? I can say,
Yes
correct?
sir.
So
Yes sir.
that is absolutely fine. Sohan, first of all, everybody wants to upskill their career or want to excel yourself in this career, means IT industry. That is what the main goal is. Okay. And you know
Yes.
that working as a desktop support engineer, you are not going anywhere. Very honestly,
Uh,
straightforward answer to
yes
you.
yes.
Okay.
Yes sir. Yes
Correct.
sir.
So I'll suggest you that first of all, because since you have worked some kind of a support, so you have at least basic understanding of troubleshooting, correct? If I'm not wrong,
Yes sir.
correct? So you know how to troubleshoot. Your approach and intent will be like that only. Okay. So
Hmm.
what you can do is without losing the job, okay? If in your current organization, is there I'm just asking, is there any internal job posting is there, or they are like your
Sir,
manager is yeah. Mm,
sir, yeah, that's the main problem because in our current organization only there are analyst, lead analyst, and a little bit of developer. There are no cloud support role and Linux support
Got it.
role in
Yeah.
that particular.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
sir, after watching your videos, I have learned so much. That means I
Thank you.
have actually covered the Microsoft Azure 900. Currently, I am
Okay.
working in try to got the concept of Microsoft Azure 104.
Mm,
Then
mm,
I started and
mm,
covered already 30% of
mhm,
AWS,
mhm, mhm,
and also in Linux, I got a basic knowledge in that
mm, mm, mm.
by watching her video.
Okay. First of all, thank you for that, son. Okay.
Yes,
And
sir, it
I'm
helped me a lot.
okay, okay. And that is for sure. My main aim is that, Sohan, that everybody should. I have created a like junction for everyone. Okay, if you want to go for a Linux and automation like shell scripting, you can stick with
Hmm.
that one. If somebody wanted to be a part of a cloud and all, so I have already started that one, and then the junction will be like the final according to because I have gone till there, and now I am working as a more of into the cloud architect role. Okay, so I have
Yes,
lead a team as a DevOps engineer, right? So I have worked as a senior DevOps engineer. I have worked as a DevOps engineer. So I have a very vast experience into the DevOps part also. So I know what is the in and out at least for the DevOps. Okay, now, I'm what I am, it doesn't matter. The matter is that I should give you the proper guidance. Okay. For that is important. So, what I can understand from you that at least you are eager to like your interest. I can see it's more towards
yes, sir.
yeah, it's more towards Linux and cloud is there, right? That is the
Yes, sir.
because right, this is the interest and the intent you are showing, right? So that is
Yes,
the
sir.
eagerness I want you to go ahead like that only. Okay, so first thing what you need to do is I would suggest that since your current organization is not giving you that kind of a opportunity, so obviously it's you have full rights to go for look for another opportunity. Okay, and that opportunity will be because see already it's there Linux 100 plus interview question and answer is there in my channel. So that will give you immediately to crack an interview. Okay, immediately give you the answers, immediately give you an idea that how and the same question they are going to ask you. Plus I am already started a IT boot camp, 100 days of IT corporate boot camp. So
Yes,
in that
yes, sir.
one I am going to cover everything. Okay, so if anybody or you are also wanted to be part of that live classes, you just decide and take your decision
Yes, sir.
according to yourself.
Yes, sir. I am willing to just. I'm just arranging the money or
Okay, yeah,
nothing
then
else.
no worries. See,
After yes,
yes, and this is why what I have done is, Sohan, I have kept the fee very nominal, and that fee is
yes, sir.
also,
It's
yeah,
good.
yeah. So because and there is, I'll tell you also a reason that because to support the infrastructure, right? You also know if I have to show something in
Yes, sir.
Google Cloud or AWS
Uh,
Cloud, they are charging for that one, right? So
mm,
for that or a Google Drive, I need to pay some amount, right, to them.
yes, sir.
Okay, so that is one thing. But currently, what my suggestion is that my every member or every viewer, I want them to get a job with their happiness. Okay, so what you do is so you already going through those playlists. There is already a Linux playlist is also there. Linux 100 plus
Yes, sir.
interview question and answer is there. So first and now I think I am about to hardly three topics are left in shell scripting. Okay, so after that shell scripting you will be full covered. So at least now you can focus on towards the Linux and shell scripting so that at least you will get a job which will give you so much of confidence. Okay, and you will start as I'm repeating the same thing that you need to build your foundation. See, most of yesterday also I was talking to one of my friend. He is also having 13 years of experience. Okay, and you will not believe he is a Java developer. He's working in with Sapient. Okay, and that guy is telling me, Abhishek, I am a Java developer, but now I am facing issue because they are expecting me to work as a DevOps engineer. But when you talk about
Mhm.
a DevOps engineer, DevOps is not only for that tool. Okay, people are still not trying to understand. Okay, you cannot start flying with a jet fighter. Okay, That is the
Yes.
basic. We need to understand where those Kubernetes, those Docker containers, the Jenkins integration, where you are going to do the installation and configuration on top of your Linux machine, correct? So first you need to understand your infrastructure and how you are going to understand your infrastructure, because once you understand what is a EC2, once you understand what are your compute services in AWS, whether you are going for AWS cloud or GCP cloud or Azure cloud, Sohan, okay? So we need to
Yes.
understand what is a VPC, what is a, because when you are working as a DevOps engineer, you should have idea of how the connectivity from one tool to the other tool. Tell me if I'm wrong, okay? The flow, suppose
Yes,
if
sir.
you have to check the connectivity, suppose you have to troubleshoot, right? Being a DevOps engineer, it's your job. Suppose your pipeline gets failed, okay, you need to start troubleshooting. Where we are going to troubleshoot those things, right? In the Linux machine, in the logs only. So there you require a Linux skill set, what all the commands we need, how to do those troubleshooting, understanding will be there, okay? Being a DevOps engineer, you need to work as a patching also, you need to know how to do patching, right? So there are different tools now. Ansible we are using, correct? We are using Ansible also for patching your servers and all, right? Code vulnerabilities also, as a DevOps engineer, we are remediating, correct? Now there are a hell lot of migration work is also there, which as a DevOps engineer you need to work. But that migration work, we need to understand the complete chronology, okay, how things are related to each other. So you need to, suppose you are working in a migration and you need to create an instance, right? You created an instance, and now there you need to do the containerization of the application, but you need to understand how the connectivity is, right? Your
Yes.
VPC is there, your ingress will be there, your egress will be there. So where these all are coming, Sohan? It's coming in your cloud. Tell me if I'm wrong, okay?
Yes, sir.
It's
Yes,
coming
sir.
into your cloud. So you should have knowledge of your cloud. That is very important. But on top of it, when you are working, see, when I am only asking you as a your lead, okay, Sohan, I am in Kubernetes, you are facing some issue, okay? We are facing some crash loop issue, okay? Some kind of a troubleshooting we need to do, okay? You need to log into the shell, PowerShell.
Yes, sir.
You need to execute, or any shell you are logging, you need to execute Linux commands. Until unless you don't know about how the operating system is behaving, because your
Yeah.
host machine is your operating system, that is your Linux only, son, okay? And
Yes.
99% of the servers are Linux only. So this is why I am telling, see, don't directly jump into DevOps, okay? People are there who will tell you, no, you learn DevOps, you will start, okay, that is fine. But it's not at all about only getting a job, it's all about how to work in the production environment. Who will, you only have to troubleshoot, right? That guy will not come who is teaching you. He told, okay, do this DevOps and you will be okay, you will get this much salary. He's showing you, okay, this is what he's only showing you, the happy part, okay? There is some background of behind the scene is also there, right? What is that behind the scene?
Yes, sir.
That is your troubleshooting, okay? So my suggestion is, first you start being, because you are, if you had at least 12 years of experience, if you would have like, I would say like 6 years of experience, then I would say, okay, now you have good amount of experience also. So you can show it like first 2 years you have worked as a Linux administrator or a automation part, and then finally you jump into the cloud. Because to go, you need to understand this one. At least we need to spend some 2 to 3 years. Why I am able to explain all these things, Sohan, very honestly telling, because I have gone through all this. So I am able to analyze things, okay, and I am going further. So I'm not so that is true that you have to learn every step, okay? But thing is, if you take it step by step now, so your foundation will be strong and you will feel confidence. Whether you will lose a job also now, sometimes you will be get laid off, so you will be
Yes.
not scared of getting another job, that I don't know what to do, what they are going to ask me, because you are very stick with your basics, so you are good. Okay, so first, my suggestion is try to get some Linux job. Okay, or I would say if not Linux also, because you said AWS, right? You have understanding of AWS. Have you done any kind of a certification in AWS?
Sir, till now I didn't done any certification, but within 2 months I will do Azure and AWS both.
Very good, very good. No, you can go with any of these. Doesn't see again. I'm telling you because I have worked with all these three clouds. Sohan. Okay. So all are almost same. There is no difference. Only the naming
Yes, sir,
convention will be
almost
okay.
same. Yeah,
So that is very good that if you are going for because no need to spend that much of money. If you really want to spend your money, okay, so spend in like one cloud certification you have done it. Then go for Red Hat certification if it's required.
yes, sir.
Otherwise,
Because
uh,
yes, sir. Because actually in initially, sir, I am targeting AWS because currently it's
hmm,
providing support to Microsoft users. So
hmm,
so I'll also try to complete the Azure
Azure.
also because
Okay,
yes,
Azure is good. Okay.
their ID and that all are connected to the cloud part, which are handling by the foreign clients.
Yes, and that is also good because even I have done AZ 900, AZ 400, or AZ 104 also. Okay, so and if you are stick with Azure, very I'm honestly telling you, yes, though the market share of AWS is more, but the growth is more into Azure and GCP because the client is trusting more. I am telling you as per the data. Okay, so this data I cannot immediately show you to because this is very confidential data, and I know there is a so much of requirement in Azure because Azure has so much of services and it's more of a secure also. Okay, but only thing is problem that you will not get freely. Okay, you need to pay something for that even if you have to practice,
Yes,
and they have their own Azure DevOps pipeline that also I have worked on. So on that is
yes,
very good. Okay, you no need to because Jenkins has lot of issues we are facing nowadays. Okay, so either they are switching to directly Azure DevOps pipeline where they will using their own Azure instances. Okay, so it will be in-house completely. So that parallelly you can do it, but if you have enough amount, good ample amount of time, so I would say that you can try it out. Uh, okay, so what is your exactly means you want to get a job immediately or you can give
no,
some
sir.
amount of time?
Sir, I can give time. I have enough
Okay,
time, but
then
not enough
okay.
time. Yes, I have time. I can give it. I can give it around, sir, 1 year. After 1 year, then I have to, sir, get an opportunity in Linux and in cloud. At least 1 year, I have to give time in clearing the all the concepts.
Hmm. So then I straightforward because you're young, energetic. Okay, even though I am also young, a 40-year-old. Okay, but what I can understand, I want my youth to be in that same page. Okay, so because see, you are already doing it. Just try to do. Then I would say like Linux, you start already. You started learning. So parallelly
Yes, sir.
you start learning about Azure also. Okay, because if you are
Yes, sir.
interested in Azure, so start learning Azure. So Azure, I'm not sure when my course because I'm mainly will start with AWS. Okay, because
Sir,
Azure,
I also covering AW. Both, sir,
then fine.
all the things are going parallelly.
Parallelly, then absolutely very good. And if possible, because you are telling you are ready to spend 1 year of amount of time, then I'll suggest you to go with few DevOps tools also. Okay,
Yes, sir,
there
definitely.
are some. Wait, I'll share my screen, then you'll understand. Okay, are you able to see my screen, Sohan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so see, this is the first company where I have worked on, Sohan. Okay, and you can see what all roles and responsibility you should know. Okay, as a Linux engineer, so just see and try to understand, and then only I am giving you. Okay, because I have covered everything in my career till now. Okay, luckily you can say. Okay, so you see, I started as an application support engineer. So there I am working as a operation engineer L2, right, providing support for Linux CentOS. It was very old earlier. Okay, starting
Yes, sir. Hmm.
right, troubleshooting, monitoring incidents, service requests, resolving tickets, maintenance, monitoring, troubleshooting, right. This was the product UMP, implementing the new servers, deployments, requirement application, testing application, troubleshooting, bug fixes, right. Here you can see like more into the like providing remote and well site support like Linux, Windows Server, coordinating with client L1, right? So this was like here also you can see it's more related to monitoring and debugging the UMP
Yes,
platform,
sir.
right? Telecom, it was a telecom domain, and then finally you can see here I am mentioning also configuring LVM and all. So at that time I was, as I said very clearly, I started as a application support, and then if after this immediately you can see when in the next company it's more towards the Linux administrator. By looking at this only you can understand troubleshooting, monitoring
Yes,
incidents,
sir.
service request L1 L2, right? Building physical. And here I have worked as a Linux administrator, I have worked as a VMware administrator also. So so much of knowledge I gain it from here. I have worked with physical servers also. So you can see all those, everything, most of the things I have covered here as a Linux administrator. Okay. And somewhere most of the time, that time only I started with shell scripting. So Linux is, if I'll tell from day one to now, it's almost more than 12 years now. Linux is with me. So I am confident that I can do anything. Okay. Because of this Linux only. So this is why I'm keep on telling that I know you no need to go in depth, but at least, because see, I'll give you a very practical example why I'm telling this one. My previous project was that the guys, all we all are from the DevOps background. Okay. And there are some developers are there. Okay. And those developers are like they were talking about, so we were working to automate Kubernetes cluster, right? And when the time comes to mount something, they doesn't know what is mounting, they doesn't know what is unmounting, they doesn't
Okay.
know what is NFS network. Abhishek, can you
Sir,
do this one?
the
Because you have,
developer,
the developer, those guys are
yes, sir.
from the developer background,
Yes,
but
sir. They don't know. Yes,
they
sir.
become a DevOps engineer. They are
Yeah.
from the DevOps. They were developer, but they are now doing a DevOps job. But when it's come
Okay.
to the means system, at when you are, see, it's not only the coding or some kind of a Python script. Even though I have written Python script also, I have automated the entire K8 cluster. Okay, for one of the use case from one tool. Okay, it's more of a similar to Ansible also. So but when I see they are okay, but when it's come to, like, when suppose, see, you have done the configuration and all, but when it's come to connectivity, right, from that tool has to a connectivity to your Kubernetes cluster, correct? Suppose
Yes.
Ansible has a, suppose if you are automating your Kubernetes cluster for unhealthy pod, I'm just giving you an example, no need to get confused. So from the Ansible, you have to know the connectivity from the Ansible to that Kubernetes cluster, correct? So how you are
Yes,
going
sir.
to decide? So there your Linux skill set, your cloud skill set is coming into the picture, Sohan. Okay. And there you will not believe. So then now finally we have done complete automation, and now where we are going to keep the logs. So what we need is, like, we suppose if any of the pod goes down. Okay. So if the pod goes down, so we need logs. Ultimately you need to see the in the logs only.
Yes, sir.
So where you are going to store that log? In some server only, right? You are not going to store in your laptop, right? In some
Yes,
server.
sir.
And that server is your NFS server. Now those guys doesn't know what is NFS, how to mount, they doesn't know those things. They're telling, okay, Linux team will do. Arey, why Linux team will do? Boss, if you know, you should know all these things. Okay. So now that is the advantage I am feeling now. So this is why I told, if you know all these things now, so that is going to help you only. Now the next thing is, see, in this company, as you can see, Sohan, that I have mostly worked in the DevOps side, in the cloud side, right? Created
Yes.
AWS VPC, private subnet and all, right? Implemented Ansible CD using Jenkins. I've already started in this organization as a DevOps engineer, where I'm more into, because into the cloud side. Okay. And Linux is still with me. Okay. And then you can see Ansible started. So there will be chances that you would not get all the DevOps tool at one place. That is for sure. Being a DevOps engineer, you are not going to get all the tools at one place, all the work at one place. Very honestly, I'm telling you. Might be you'll be working with only GitHub and Jenkins. You will be only working with your Ansible and GitHub. You will be only working with the Jenkins. You will be only working with the Docker. You will be only working with the Kubernetes or GitHub. So, like this combination will be there. It's rarely that you are going to get all the tools at one place. So you'll get, so you need to know some tools. Okay, so these are the roles and responsibility. I have started working as a cloud engineer, and somewhere somewhat you, by looking at these roles and responsibility, you can understand I have worked as a DevOps engineer also. Now, why I'm showing all this to you, you'll understand. See, from this organization, I was purely into DevOps. You can see extensive knowledge on source code management, practical interactive approach with DevOps tools like Docker, right, and Kubernetes, create and establish build process using Jenkins and Maven, right, automated multiple builds using Maven, GitHub, Jenkins, and shell scripting. So see, shell scripting was there with me because I know Linux. So I'm able to automate. Okay, responsible for creating different branches and resolving merge conflict, right, created and configure multiple jobs in light, extremely knowledgeable about the CI/CD integration, right. Now the current organization roles and responsibility I'm not showing, it is just previous organization. Here this is a purely DevOps role what I have done, and you will understand. See, being a DevOps engineer, what I was doing, I was maintaining that application also, resolving incident also, being working as a production support engineer also, monitoring that application with the Kibana. So monitoring tool also came into the picture, patching Tomcat, Nginx load balancer, Ansible server. So everything was coming there. Okay, maintaining GitLab. So GitLab and Git. So finally we have migrated from GitLab to GitHub. Okay, sorry, GitLab to Azure DevOps pipeline. So that also I think I have responsible for creating different branches in resolving here you can see I have maintained see, migrated old CDAS pipeline that was there in the GitLab. Okay, that we have migrated from there to Azure DevOps. So I have worked with Azure DevOps. So you know, in Azure DevOps we have work item, purpose space. In Azure DevOps we need to create a repository in Azure pipeline by using JSON file, created repository for billing portal and Ansible playbooks, pulled repos and all, right. So here also so much of migration work is also involved. So you can, why I am telling you all these things, there is a mixed role when you work as a DevOps engineer, na Sohan. You don't know what sort of work they are going to give you. You cannot tell once you get into organization, na, so you cannot tell them that I want to stick with this only. So what these guys will do, they will, then they will, okay, this guy doesn't want to work, this guy doesn't want to adapt. Okay, so if there will be a probability, then either they will roll off you from that project, or they will ask you to, like, somewhere somewhat you have to leave the organization. Okay, so to go to the DevOps engineer, you have to come from Linux and cloud. So my suggestion is, because since you have 1 year, almost 1 year, 1 month, so give one another 1 year. So within that 1 year, you should make yourself very strong in the Linux administrator, and at least in the automation point of view with the shell scripting, and in the cloud part, because cloud is only going to be there. All the applications will be ultimately moving to your monolithic application, will be migrating from on premises to your cloud. Okay, so you will get an advantage of that one. So spend this 1 year, according to me, full throttle. Okay, with your Linux administration, and finally with the cloud, and started learning in between. I'm not telling you that immediately, but yes, started learning one or two tools in between, like GitHub. You should be ultimately you will come to know GitHub. Once you will get into the cloud, you will come to know GitHub, right. So that, so but your main focus area will be your Linux, shell scripting, and cloud services, all services mostly. Very clear?
Yes.
Why you are so much of seriousness? No, man. You have just started your career. Enjoy.
No,
Okay.
sir.
This.
I'm just thinking that how you covered all the things. You almost covered all the things.
everything. So I am a very this is why, see, why I have started this channel also, there is a reason, Sohan. Okay, now I feel, see, into the system you can spend time, a lot of money into one organization, but my inspiration is always something that knowledge is a soul. Okay, it has to transfer from one generation to other. So I believe that like, if suppose I feel this is much enough for me, okay, and I am able to analyze, I am able to make things perfect, okay, and I am able to do my stuff, okay, then I have moved on, because learning cannot be stopped. Okay, if suppose if I would have stopped only as a Linux, so this is why I am facing so many candidates who are having 12 years of experience, 13 years of experience. Yesterday also I was counseling one person. Okay, he was almost having 13 years of experience. Some of them are working as a support engineer only, in a Linux administrator only, from day one to till now. So their career become not only stagnant, okay, they are saturated, okay, and ultimately they'll be thrown out of this IT industry. Practical example is your mobile phone. You will not update your mobile phone, your application will not start working, right? Because when
Yes, sir.
ultimately those application also version you need to upgrade, right, every day, correct? So your operating system has to be upgraded, correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is how the complete this is a real practical example. Suppose mobile, right, Android phone, so every time we'll get a software update for the operating system. So why
Yes,
we are doing this? Because they are you see, whether it's a Zomato, I'm not promoting anything, first of all, okay. So whether it's a Zomato or any application, so many Ola and all, that also refreshes, because they are also pushing their latest versions, right, to that. So
yes,
it
sir.
has to match with the operating system, correct? So this is the truth, boss. Okay, so you have to be with the, now AI is coming to the picture, but yes, to reach to that level, okay, you need to make sure that I can grasp all those things. Okay, things are moving faster, but I am also faster. I have to, I'll take everything. So then you'll understand the complete. Earlier we say Earth is flat, right? Why?
Yes, sir.
Because they have not revolve around it. Then when they know from they when they went outside and then see that, okay, Earth is round, correct? So my idea is like
Mm.
that only. You have to see the entire infrastructure, then only you will be able to visualize and analyze things very easily. Don't sit at one place and started analyzing. No, 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 no. Okay, only this is there. No, no, it's not like that. You have to understand overall. It will give you complete idea. So
Yes, sir.
correct. So Sohan, I hope that I have cleared your doubt. And if you
Yes, sir.
wanted to start the classes and all, just ping me in Teams. Okay. I'll
Yes,
connect
sir.
with you for that one. Any other doubt? Any other problems, Sohan?
Sir, can you suggest me some two to three which are good tools in DevOps? Because every day there is a new tool.
Hmm. Okay. So first of all, are you able to see my screen, Sohan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, you see, because most of the time, whether it's a developer, whether it's a tester, or whether it as a DevOps engineer or a cloud architect, everyone has to deal with the GitHub. Okay, whether Git any version control tool. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's a GitHub. Okay, but where you are going to store your code, that you have to deal on a daily regular basis, whether you are working as a cloud engineer, okay, as a production support engineer, or a DevOps engineer. So this is the most important tool, that is GitHub version control tool is there, which has to be there. Any repository where you are keeping all your codes, even for your pipeline also, Jenkins pipeline is there, correct? So for that Jenkins file, to write a parameterized pipeline to declarative pipeline, right? So that Jenkins file we need to keep it in the GitHub, right? And all most of the codes, right, which a developer has to merge from the your suppose dev environment to the staging, right? So they need to keep it in this GitHub. So you need to learn this GitHub. uh, Second thing, take any of the because since you are very much interested in Azure, so I would say Azure DevOps, you go ahead. if you are, because most of the organization you are going to, they not everyone move to immediately to Azure DevOps, but Jenkins you will find commonly, and Azure DevOps it is there. But yes, it is much more better than what I feel than Jenkins, because it's at least Jenkins has will face lot of issues while building a while building a job. Okay, so when multiple jobs are running in a pipeline, so on, so at that time Jenkins is not ready to take the load. It's like I'm not sure the internal how the configuration is there, but we used to distribute it among the slaves and all. But we face lot of issues, because the problem is, you also know, because see, one process will execute, the other process will wait
Yes, sir.
for its execution, correct? So one job
Yes, sir.
has to execute, the other job has to. So what happened is multiple teams will try to run at the same time. So that create a problem with the Azure DevOps. I don't feel that problem is there. Okay, Azure DevOps is good. So totally up to you. At least these two, and learn any monitoring tool. Okay, as of now, because you why I'm telling, it will going to support you as a Linux administrator also, and a cloud engineer also, right? Because you have
Yes,
to
sir.
monitor your application, whether you are a DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, or a Linux admin also, correct? For all of us, either will be need to monitor our logs through Splunk, or to monitor the data to by through the elk elastic logs, elasticsearch, logstack, Kibana. This is one tool only. Okay, and Zabbix is also there, Prometheus is also there, Grafana is also there. But I would suggest most
Yes,
of the places you are going to see that Splunk is there. So go, that is used for log monitoring. Zabbix we use for alert monitoring. Okay, suppose some kind of an incident happens, so immediately you will get triggered in your mail, right? In your DL and all. So, or in AWS also there are CloudWatch is there. In Azure also there are multiple tools for monitoring. So I would suggest in common, at least Grafana you learn, okay, and Splunk you can take it
yes,
as
sir.
a
Grafana.
initially, okay.
In Azure, there is also a facility to enable the Grafana monitoring tool
Correct.
themselves. Yes.
Grafana you are going, because Grafana is for matrix monitoring, so on. Okay, and that is important for your performance monitoring, for your CPU, for your disk, for your
Yes,
RAM,
sir.
right? When it gets full, how you are going to get notified. Okay, so through that tool only. So this is my suggestion. Initially, you can start with this, so it will give you a clear idea and picture. Is that clear? Your doubt?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else?
Uh, no, sir. That's it.
Uh, happy.
Yes, sir. Happy. Now I am.
Now you are confident, right? Don't worry, man.
Yes,
You
sir.
see, if I have made a collaboration with someone, so I'm not going to leave you until unless you'll be okay. I'll be alive.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
worry.
Sir, the
Okay.
main
Yeah.
problem is that no in now situation, no companies, no IT sector is going giving a chance to a fresher. That's the main problem.
Yes, it is there, but the problem is the skill set is also there. See, Sohan, when some openings will be there, na. So how we hire? Because I'm into hiring also. So this is why I'm telling you. So most of the time, what I feel is the resource is not that much skill. Okay, they tell that they know this and that, but when we started asking question to them, okay, so they just know a name DevOps, and they put there in their resume, and when I started asking, they are not able to answer a single question. This is why I said, because they did not understand the overall how it's coming. Okay, if I'll ask to you Linux, you'll be able to answer. But if I'll ask you the about the, okay, though you have mentioned, okay, as a writing something is a different. But when you are start actually implementing those
Yes, sir.
things, right? You are configuring those things. It doesn't matter that you are into organization also. You have, see, this decade is there, na. Sohan, I'm telling you, it's more of a information warfare. Okay, try to understand. Now, earlier in the 90s, there was a problem that nobody wants to share the information. Very honestly, I'm telling you. In 90s, that decade, that 10 years, nobody wants to share. Everybody is thinking that I should get more, I should get more. And when 2008, okay, at that time, you'll not believe the recession came into the IT industry. I was doing my engineering
Yes.
that time. Okay, that time everybody want a standard life. They want car, they want house and all, but they not share information. But this is the time of social impact. Okay, it's more of a, you are going to get everything in the, either in the Google chat, GPT is there, in YouTube, everyone is, you will get hell lot of information. Now it's totally up to you how you are going to grasp that one. Okay, you, job is not a problem. Problem is that where to start and how to start. Correct. So information is there, but we are not trying to understand how to. Suppose, earlier you are might be confused that what to do, right, and where to start and all, right. Nobody is there to tell you. Okay, information is available, uh, but there should be someone who should guide that. Okay, no, you need to start with this one. So your path, and with your interest, what you are passionate about, that is important. Okay, so job is there. Don't, in Upwork, if I'll show you now, you'll not believe. You can work as a freelancer now only. My friend is there. That guy from day one did not work for any organization. Okay, but that guy earned almost 3 crores till now with freelancing. You'll not believe. So we need to know from where there is a so much of work is also available. If we'll become skillful now, if we'll become skillful, job is there. Why we need job also? Become a freelancer, start working. That is the idea. So work is there, but we don't get skilled resource. Now suppose you have started working as a desktop support. Now if I am asking you to work in some kind of a, I'm just giving you, okay, Sohan, go ahead and wait. I'll show you practically, then you'll understand. Are you able to see my screen, Sohan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is Upwork. Okay. Just go and check out about Upwork. I'm not promoting anything here. Okay. Just showing you. If you want to start working from today only. Okay. You will come to know, right, and you will come to know from here also that, see, AWS solution architect needed for optimizing online food delivery e-commerce infrastructure. Will you able to do it? No, because you don't know cloud. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Correct. It
Yes,
is
sir.
very simple. See, this is at a small level where you are directly dealing with the client. When you are go to a organization now, okay, now AWS DevOps architect for cost optimization. This is according to me. DevOps engineer, we have a running setup, and how much they are ready to spend, 20 to $45. Okay, and they have already from India only. They are 70K. They have already spent. Okay, now coming. I'll write it down something. Find work, right? Find work. Okay, and here let's search some few safe jobs. Okay, Linux administration. Okay, see, what is this one? PHP upgrade on Ubuntu server plus WordPress upgrade. Yes, from United Kingdom, right? How much they are ready to pay, Swan? $40 to $75, right? And what is the requirement for C? You can see clearly we are running on M1 dot small instance AWS. So if you know Linux, you already know EC2, right? So you should know how
Yes, sir.
to, right? And we need to upgrade PHP. We all of know ki PHP we use, right? For website development. Correct? It's a programming
Yes,
language.
sir.
We use it for website development because we are stuck with WordPress 6.2, which can't update it without PHP upgrade 6.4.3. Some functions and plugin have to be already stopped working. So you already know Linux, so you should be able to manage this one. See how much they are. So, boss, I'm seriously telling, it's us only who is telling that job is not there. There is so much of work. Client is posting so many of work. They are not getting skilled resource. Son.
Mm.
You are understanding, so much of work
Yes,
is
sir.
available in organization also. Organization, what they will do, because see, same thing, or this is at a small level they do, okay, where you are directly dealing with the client, you are doing a bidding and you are getting a work, correct. And at a organization
Yes, sir.
level, like big MNCs are there, service based companies are there, like your TCS, Infosys, and these Cognizant, Gemini, and these companies. So what they will do, they will bid with the client, UK, US client, right? And whoever wins the bid, they will show their resource strength at a big picture. Okay, I have this much of resource strength is there, and so you can give me this project. So whoever wins the bidding, they'll start the project with them.
Yes,
So there are different roles, and then now they'll started hiring the resources for different roles. Once one person should be the delivery manager, one person should be the client facing, one person. So there will be a technical team where a DevOps engineer or a DevOps developers are there. Like that, they'll started creating first. The resource hiring has to be done. Then the project will initiate, kick off. Like this, everybody is doing. Same thing you are here also. You are getting the big picture, right? So I wanted to show this
yes,
thing
sir.
to everyone. Okay, then only our youth has to understand this is what the IT industry, this is how IT industry works. But to understand everything, somewhere you need to stick with one thing slowly, then you will, at least you will get a clear picture. Then you will be clear with your mindset that what I need to do. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Now you are clear.
Yes, sir. Sir, between these things, one thing is good for me that I have knowledge in networking part. I have an experience in handling the switches, router,
Very good.
and little bit of experience in firewall.
Hmm.
So it helps me in Linux monitoring. Through Linux, we can monitor the network. So in that region, I feel that I am strong in that zone.
Why you did not told me this thing? I am telling you, Sohan, coming future is cloud. Okay, forgot about DevOps tool. Today Puppet is there. Tomorrow Chuppet will be there. Tools can be changed. You know, right? It is going to install
Yes,
on
sir.
top of your either any of the instance on your Linux operating system. Please go ahead with your cloud passion. Okay, I understand in your eyes that you wanted to be more. You just stick with cloud. Just take that path, Sohan. Just after some years, you'll come to me and you'll say, "Sir, you have guided me the right direction." Okay. I want you to be, I can see in you as a cloud architect, man.
Sir,
Okay.
let's see what happens.
No,
It's
see,
upon.
I see my, even I see things somewhere. I don't know, by God grace, but I see things, and I see the intent of a person in his eyes, approach. Just see, after discussing this much, why immediately you told me these things?
Sir,
Because
because
you are passionate, you are very good at all these things, right?
yes, sir. In networking part, I have a good command. If nowadays, if someone told me to clear the CCNA basic exam, I will clear the CCNA exam within a little bit of study, like 10 to 20 days. I will clear it.
Hmm. Don't look left, right. Please stick with your cloud. That's it. Please take my
Yes,
advice,
sir.
Sohan. Don't think about the DevOps. You will see DevOps will be behind you. Okay, those are just tools. Okay, but when you will be working as a cloud architect now, so you will be working at a design level, you will be working as an implementation level. You can't imagine what is the future of cloud is going to be. Even all these AI tools, where you are going to install.
In certain cloud instances.
So you are the boss, right? You are the boss of your infrastructure, correct? So that's it. Please focus. As of now, whatever you are doing, and I have already suggested you, but my suggestion is you take as a major of yours as a cloud. Okay, and try to gather all the services knowledge. Forget
Yes,
about,
sir.
I am telling you, down the line 3 years. After 2 years only, you will come to me and you will say, sir, you have guided me the right thing. After 1 year only. After 2 year, you will meet and you will say me. I'll take your interview again. Don't worry.
Hope so. So let's see, sir, what happens. Just need, sir, little
Believe
bit
me,
of
Sohan. Okay,
need
you will
little
do.
bit of magic. Just need, sir, about 2 to 3% of magic. Then after that, I will
See,
do all that.
magic is not there. It's your hard work. Again, I am telling you, it's your hard work. So, but it's not like that is going to happen. Okay, you need to work hard for that one. I am just giving you the path. Now you have to go. You have to take that path seriously. It's not like that. I told you that you okay. No. So you need to put each and every day. You have to put effort for that cloud. Okay. But now at least there is an area I have told you where you need to focus for you
Yes,
at least. Okay,
yes, sir.
clear your doubts.
Yes, sir.
Happy now at least.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for the classes you can connect with me later on. You can just
Yes,
ping
sir.
me. I'll let you know. Okay. Till then, just take care of yourself, your loved ones, your family. Those are your main. Okay, they are your hearts. Okay, so take care of their self, your mother and father, right? Your brother and sister. They are important for our. If they are there, they are our strength, man. No one will come. They are our strength.
Yes, sir.
That is the truth. Okay. So till then, bye bye. Take care and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, sir.
Smile,
Thank you, sir.
Sohan.